Brad Pitt we know in 2020 is a whole lot different from the celebrity we've been privy to in the last few years. The actor's A-list star status took a massive hit back in 2016 when he was labeled as an abusive drunk man after an altercation with his son Maddox. An anonymous phone call was made to authorities which triggered an FBI investigation that was ultimately closed with no charges after the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services cleared him. Days later, Angelina Jolie filed for divorce and a bitter custody battle ensued, along with a number of tell-all interviews by Jolie, who said she made the mistake of trusting a man who could even think of harming her children. But then, in 2017, we saw a broken, vulnerable, and rebuilding Pitt in his GQ profile. And if there's anything that we've learned in the last 4 years, from the 2016 incident to the 2020 Oscars, it is that redemption is indeed possible, and an arc that can be designed to perfection. How did Pitt manage to do that? Take a look at the 4-step process of his redemption arc. Step 1. Admitting the wrong. Pitt's GQ interview not only had him admitting to alcoholism and rampant drug use, but also saying that he wanted to leave it all behind and start afresh, and that he had been working on his sobriety. The May 2017 interview showed us a man who was struggling to do better. It was also a pity party of him talking about not wanting to run away from his feelings, wanting to evolve as a human being, and even bunking at his friends' homes, saying he had stayed on a friend's floor for a month, which was incidentally situated very close to his friend David Fincher's house. Step 2. Head down, get to work. For the next 2 years almost, Pitt kept his head down, stayed out of the limelight for the most part, and just focused on his work. He made Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Quentin Tarantino and Ad Astra with James Gray. He also executive produced Moonlight that snagged the Best Picture award in 2017, which he witnessed on TV sitting in Gray's house eating spaghetti and far away from the spotlight. All of this made way for the next step in his incredible redemption arc. Step 3. A little help from friends. Many of Pitt's friends and colleagues stepped up for him in the last year or so, giving character certificates to his behavior and reminding all of us that Pitt was and will always be a good guy. Ad Astra director Gray spoke about how humbly he handled the Moonlight win. His ex-girlfriend Gwyneth Paltrow spoke about how he protected her from the harassment of Harvey Weinstein. His Once Upon a Time co-star Leonardo DiCaprio proved to be a great source of moral support, and Bradley Cooper helped him get sober and stay that way. Pitt continued to be vulnerable about his struggle with masculinity and substance use, and then awards season kicked in along with an aggressive campaign for a fairy tale comeback of Pitt. Step 4. Awards and speeches. The Golden Globe Awards, the Screen Actors Guild Awards, the BAFTAs, and the Oscars became the final cornerstones of the Pitt redemption saga, reminding us that he's still a talented and deserving man who was the face of many a heartwarming moment at each of these ceremonies. Remember the memorable backstage reunion with his ex Jennifer Aniston that sent the internet into a tizzy? And the Aniston reunion had already been preceded by his appearance at her Christmas party as well as her 50th birthday bash. And then came the speeches. It was nothing short of a joke campaign, with friends and professional speechwriters reportedly stepping in to help. Whether it was his Brexit and Megxit jokes via Margot Robbie at the BAFTAs or his jibes at himself during the SAG Awards, Pitt was reportedly helped by friends ranging from David Fincher to Jim Jeffries and Bob Oshak to craft the quips. He even managed to bring back his image as a loving father, skipping the BAFTAs for a family obligation that was neither confirmed nor denied, and then dedicating his Oscar to his children. Interestingly, romance is a complete no-no during this time of rehabilitation. Pitt brought his longtime manager Cynthia Pett Dante as his +1 to the Oscars to avoid any rumors. He joked that he was thinking of bringing his mom, but was afraid the media would pair him with whoever he brought to the show. So, what now? We know that Brad Pitt is a hardworking, funny, charming man who is a loving father and a family man trying to do better and just the overall good guy. And if nothing else, the last 4 years have simply shown that it is possible to craft a redemption arc. All you need are some solid friends, a team of spin doctors, and being wise enough to let them pull you out of the quicksand. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to check out all our other videos too, and don't forget to subscribe.